So you clicked on this video because you want to know how I'm able to create $400 digital products and sell them. Well, I'm going to show you the exact formula of how I do that still to this day. But also, I want to let you know that this information literally cost me over $2,000 and over a year of struggling with. Like, let me be real with you. I don't come from the guru background where I can flex and say I made $1 million or $500,000 a month or anything like that. Like, I've made six figures online, but that's spread across 5 years of ups and downs and changing business structures. And I want to let you know that this process I'm about to reveal to you has literally blessed me with simplicity, because there's been so many times where I've created about 30 products, taken weeks and months to complete, never made money from them, but also I've overthought them and I thought I had to be perfect. So I want to break down this process for those that are in that scenario. You know, you want to make money online, you're an entrepreneur, you're passionate about a subject, but you just don't know what's good enough to make $400. And I'm going to break that down to you right now. Here's the process. All right. I'm going to share my iPad screen like always. And you want to stay to the last tip, because the last tip is literally going to save you so much time that this 3-step, 3-day process is going to blow your mind. It's going to make your customers love you more by doing less in the beginning. So check this out. All right. All right. So we have these steps right here. Now, when we zoom in, we want to make sure the first thing that we're focusing on when we create a digital product that's worth $400 or more is it focuses on one transformation. A transformation is kind of like where you are or where your customer is and where they want to be. That's it. If your customer wants to lose 20 pounds, great. Let's leave it there. You only want to focus on one transformation. If someone wants to be able to get better at speaking and you are a speech coach, great. Focus on that one transformation. Don't try to focus on 5 different problems and solve all of them in this one product. We will get to that. But first, you need to have simplicity, because people are going to be confused if you don't have a clear transformation off of what they're going to get. Take it from me. All right. Listen, you want to focus on something you've already achieved. This is going to help you with step number 2, because hear me out. Because when you focus on something you've already achieved, you have your own story attached to it. Right? You have your own story attached to it. You know the ups and downs, which is step 2, by the way. Right? You have your own story attached to it, meaning your own experience, your expertise is attached to the experience that you'll be explaining to your students. You know, like the mistakes that you've made in the past, right? You know what not to do anymore because you lived through it. Now, your customers, your clients, your potential customers, your viewers, your audience is either going through those problems or they're about to, and they want to avoid them. And so with that being said, your story is going to be your outline. That one transformation needs to have an outline. This is where you're going to build your outline. This is where you're going to look back at your own story and say, if I could do it over again, this is what I would do first. This is what I would do second. This is what I would do third. I don't even want you to use ChatGPT because it steals your creativity. If you've made it this far, type GPT in the comment section down below, because let's be real. I gotta be real. This may not be agreed among a lot of people, but using AI for everything and creating ideas and coming out with content ideas steals your creativity. GPT can't tell you your own story. You tell it your story, but your story only matters to people, not a computer. And so you need to be able to tell your story through your own words. You need to be able to write your own outline out. You see, I love lifting weights. Why? Because at one point I was really skinny and I didn't know how to lift weights, and I had to teach myself without having a fitness trainer. So guess what? Now, when it came to lifting weights, about 5 years ago, I started an online fitness business, and I told people how I learned how to lift weights and get confidence with my body, right? And so when I told that story and I taught what I learned in the gym by myself through my own story, people not only felt me, but they also listened because they saw me as the authority. And you need people to see you as the authority when you're creating your digital product. Otherwise, people are going to be like, oh, just another person trying to give me a course or a digital product, right? And there's always going to be people like that on the internet, right? But I'm going to be real with you. You can avoid a lot of that if you're just vulnerable with people about where you were, what you tried to do, what you failed at, what you wanted to accomplish, and how you got there. All right. That third step is actually how you got there. You just need to record your steps. By record, I mean actual video. Do you have to speak in front of a camera in your digital product? No. You could literally read out slides. You can read out a Word document. You could literally write down notes. You could click by click. But however, it depends on what you're teaching and what that one transformation is. For me, it's mostly me writing down on a whiteboard. For my YouTube videos and speaking to the camera. Inside my digital products, I'm showing the actual systems, my desktop, my tabs that are open, that I explain exactly what I'm doing in my business to make money online and how you can too. By the way, shameless plug, if you are interested in that community to learn how to create content that attracts, nurtures, and converts into passive income online, you need to join the Online Income Secrets community down below. All you have to do is comment "I'm in" the comment section down below, and I'm gonna go ahead and reply back with the link so you can get in. All right. Now, moving forward, recording your steps is really simple. I like to use a tool called Ecamm Live. Now, I'm going to leave a link to that in the description down below so you can get a free trial. Yes, I will make an affiliate percentage off of it, but there's nothing to be ashamed of because I'm going to show you exactly how to do that as well when you make content online inside of the Online Income Secrets. All right. Now, I use Ecamm Live. That's what I'm using right now. It's really easy. I just open my laptop, click the application, boom, we start recording. And the coolest part is I'm using my iPhone to record. I don't have a fancy camera. All right. I have a ring light right here. I have my nice microphone, my laptop, and my iPhone right here. iPhone 14 Pro Max. That's all I'm using. Okay. The coolest thing about it, though, I'm a little nerd at heart, but the coolest thing about it is this phone wirelessly connects to the MacBook and it just acts as if it's a professional camera because iPhone cameras are that good. All right. Anyways, I use Ecamm Live to record my steps, record my content so I can go ahead. I make my digital product videos, the videos that are in the community and in any other course that I've had. I use Ecamm to record. I use this application to record. That's it. I'm only talking about my story and I'm writing out my outline and telling people how they can get a similar result. One of the last steps is the visuals. You might think that this is most important. Oh, it needs to look nice in order for people to want to buy. Kid you not, there's tons of people right now on YouTube that are making videos with their iPhone 4S. No, I'm just playing. But they're making videos with their iPhones and it's not the best quality, but they have a story that makes the audience feel them. And that's one of the most important things when it comes to creating content and having a digital product. You don't want to teach anything without telling a story first. Why? Because people remember stories and lessons inside the story. It's the reason why you remember your own life lessons because you lived through the story. But if somebody just read your life out loud, would you really honestly remember the important things? Probably not. That's why you didn't like sitting in class and the teacher just yapping and yapping and yapping and you're like taking notes, right? That doesn't work. Most humans don't learn like that. All right. That's called memorization. You need people's hearts to be touched. Now, when it comes down to this digital product, you don't need to obsess over visuals because you've already established the foundation of having one transformation, your outline, your recorded steps off of how you accomplish your own journey and accomplish something in your life. And then the pictures and the colors can come all in after that. All right. You can worry about that later on. Okay. But just know that this process, these 4 steps, day 1, you'll be focusing on that one transformation you want to talk about and teach inside that digital product. Day 1, you're also writing out the outline of your story of how you got there and got the goal accomplished. Day 2 and 3, you're just recording all the content. All right. Don't overcomplicate it. It ain't got to be 500 or 100 videos. I know you see people out here that are like, oh, 80 different videos in this. Like, no. Right. And this is the last step that I'm going to tell you how you're going to build up and build more value so your audience actually loves you and your customers love you even more. All right. So remember, day 2 and 3, you're just recording the steps and you're touching up on the visuals a little bit. All right. That just means colors and pictures. That's it. The last step that you want to do is over time. That's why I have this little clock here. Over time, you want to actually do updates. This is where you start solving multiple problems inside your digital products. I do this inside my community. I started off just teaching people how to make money on Instagram, and I'm showing them formulas of how to build content systems, how to have what we call SOPs in business. All right. SOP stands for standard operation procedures, meaning the same process that Subway goes through when you open the door and it goes ring, ring. And the person's like, hey, welcome to Subway. And you walk in the front of the line and they ask you what kind of bread you want. And they ask 6 inch or foot long. And then they ask you what kind of meat. Like they go in order to make the sale. That's all I'm saying. So you need to have that in your business as well. So you can just sit down and just do the work for a couple of hours and get paid on repeat. This is one of the biggest lessons that I learned. All right. But nevertheless, you do updates and add more value over time. But right now, you're just focusing on that one transformation on day one. You're going to write out your story of how you accomplish what you accomplished on day one. And day 2 and 3, you're going to be recording, and then you're going to be making it look a little more professional, a little pretty. Okay. Now, I recommend that you guys use the Skool platform to host your digital products on. And that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. I'm actually showing you guys how to do that inside of the Online Income Secrets community. Again, if you want that, then you can just comment down below. I'm in, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to reply back personally with that exact link. All right. But nevertheless, that is how I make digital products worth $400 and up in just 3 days. Don't overcomplicate the process. It's really simple. It should only take you about 3 days to accomplish this. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you guys on another video. I'm out. Peace.